I know you're frustrated right now because you feel like that you're not being compensated at the level that you're supposed to be compensated given the amount of work, the amount of experience, and the job that you're actually doing every day. I will tell you that there's no shortage of people who feel the same way that you do right now, that you're overworked and underpaid, and people are not giving you the respect that your title deserves when it comes to your compensation. And so you've gone year after year getting great evaluations, doing everything that you're supposed to do, but you're still not paid equitably to what everybody else around you is getting paid. At least that's what you feel in your gut, but you may not know it. And I want to tell you that there are a lot of people like that. And this is what happens when you don't get paid what you're worth. You start to develop this imposter syndrome and really feel like maybe I didn't deserve the job in the first place, and that's why they're not paying me, even though I'm doing all of this work. Maybe you start to look around for other opportunities and want to move out of the organization because you don't feel valued, you don't feel respected. Well, let me tell you, if you leave your organization right now, it's going to hurt your team because they care about you. They need you. They support you. But yes, they don't control whether you get that salary bump that you deserve or not. You really do deserve that promotion, that financial promotion, if you will, because you put in the work and you've contributed to the organization in a monumental way. But there's a lot of problems many times in organizations why this may not happen to you. Well, let me give you some advice. I'm going to give you a simpler framework what to do if you find yourself in this situation long term. How do you come out of this if you're not being paid the way you should be paid? So here's the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is to not stop doing your job. See, listen, when it comes to getting promotions, they will find any reason whatsoever not to give you what you deserve. Even though you've been performing at the best and you've been doing everything you can to hit every metric, every mark, every goal that was set out for you, they're going to use it as an excuse to not to give you what you want. So here's what I want to do is I want to give you a framework. First thing I want you to do is the next time you have an evaluation, you need to ask for what you want. Because many times, if we don't ask for what we want, we won't get it. I know you think people should give it to you based upon merit, but I will tell you a phrase that I've heard for many, many years: closed mouths don't get fed. And not closed mouths, but your closed mouth won't get fed. So you got to find a way to open your mouth and speak up for yourself and ask for what you want. But when you go in there to ask for what you want, you got to be prepared with a long track record of showing that you're successful. That's why I said don't stop doing your job. You got to do what you were hired to do and do it to the best of your ability. Don't give them any excuse, the reason why they will say that you don't deserve the raise or the promotion or the bonus that you're looking for. So my context for you is the first things first is to take care of your responsibilities. Do your job and do it well. Make sure that your team is inspired to work for you. They feel empowered by everything that you do. They feel supported by you. And most importantly, that they trust you as a leader that's never going to throw them under the bus or leave them hanging when things get tough. That's the first thing that you need to do before walking in to ask for your promotion or your raise. Now, the second thing I'm going to tell you to do is one that's probably going to be the most scary for you, and this is going to put a lump in your throat. I need you to tidy up your resume. I need you to tidy up your LinkedIn page, and I need you to start putting some feelers out there and looking for a new opportunity. Now, I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm not telling you to leave your job right now, but I want you to get yourself together to see how you stack up in the marketplace. See, many times you may start in an organization at a low position and you kind of work your way up through the ranks and you think that with your pays and promotional increases that you're being paid equitably, but no, you're a result of a legacy position, which means you started at a super duper low salary and you worked your way up into leadership, but you're not necessarily being compensated to what the market is doing. And yes, HR is supposed to do their part to do those market analysis, but we all know in business, sometimes those things don't get done. And there are other reasons why. Maybe your organization is looking to be acquired and they don't want to change any salaries right now. Or maybe they're looking at an opportunity that if we have to do your equity adjustment, then we got to do all of these other people's adjustments. And so sometimes it doesn't get done. So don't wait for an internal mechanism to tell you what you're worth. Put your stuff together, your LinkedIn profile, your resume, and put some feelers out there. Maybe even apply for 1 or 2 jobs to see how you stack up in the marketplace. Now, you don't have to take any of those jobs. You can turn them down because it's not right for you. But I will tell you what you should do is to see where you stand in the market. That's the second thing you want to do. The third thing you want to do is you want to go in there and have a clear, direct conversation about you, about your work, about your performance, and how you have contributed to the organization. Don't get caught into the minutia of your feelings. Forget the feelings. You can't talk about feelings. We can only talk about the facts. You've been a high performer. You got high employee engagement. Your team cares about you, and people look up to you as a role model in the organization. But most importantly, you've hit every metric and every goal that has been set for you. And so based upon this, based upon the amount of work that I'm doing and what I see my peers doing that is not as much as I'm doing, I deserve to be compensated equitably. And you got to have some idea of what that amount should be. Look and see what other jobs are being posted for when you're searching online or when you're looking for an opportunity. Maybe find a colleague, a peer, and gently ask them, what's the compensation range for them in the position that they're in, to get a good benchmark to make sure that when you ask for what you deserve, that you'll get a chance at getting it. But here's what I want to caution you about a secondary problem after you make that ask. You might get told no, or you may not get a response at all, or they may literally show you that they don't care about you, they're not willing to help you with the compensation, and therefore this is not the family organization that you thought it was in the first place. This is maybe not the place you need to be long term, and you might actually need to call some of those folks back and really start looking for a new career opportunity. Because if this is you, this is going to be a difficult time in your professional career, and I want to do my part to help you to find success. So if anything I said makes sense, please like or share or comment on this video, because I want to help you to become the most admired executive that your organization's ever seen, but most importantly, get compensated what you're worth and what you deserve. Have a great day.